Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Deep Dive Podcast. I'm Sophia, and today we're taking on a topic that hits close to home for many people, including someone very dear to me.
Let me guess, you're talking about me, aren't you?
Exactly, Ethan. You know I care about you, and I've been meaning to say this for a while. You need to quit smoking.
Here we go. I knew this was coming. But hey, it's just a cigarette every now and then. What's the big deal?
The big deal is this. Smoking a single cigarette takes 20 minutes off your life expectancy. Think about that, Ethan. 20 minutes gone every time you light up. And it's not just about the minutes. It's about the quality of life you're sacrificing.
That's hard to ignore when you put it like that. But quitting isn't as simple as snapping my fingers, you know?
I get that, Ethan. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And you don't have to do it alone. There are resources, support groups, and even friends like me who want to see you live a longer, healthier life. Isn't that worth considering?
Okay, you've got my attention. Let's dive into the facts and talk about why quitting is such a big deal, and maybe even how to get started.
Sounds like a plan? Listeners, stick around as we explore the impact of smoking, the benefits of quitting, and some tips to help those struggling to take that first step. Let's dive in.
Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive? This time we're looking at some new research on smoking and life expectancy. You know, how those cigarettes actually affect how long we live. You sent in some articles, some pretty interesting stuff, so let's see what we can find.
Yeah, it's always fascinating to see how research like this kind of changes what we thought we knew, and this new research really paints a clearer picture than ever before.
Okay, well, one article from Textology,
Mm-hmm.
it had this one statistic that really jumped out at me. They said smoking one cigarette takes off an average of 20 minutes of your life. Poof, gone.
That immediacy, it really does make you stop and think.
It does.
Yeah.
Especially when you consider that just back in 2000, a study from the British Medical Journal said it was only 11 minutes. That's almost double.
Almost double, yeah.
So, what happened? What changed? Why such a big difference?
Well, I think it really shows the power of long-term studies and just having more data, like the British doctor study. That's been going on since 1951. Wow. And then there's the Million Women study. That one started in the 90s. They've given us so much more to work with.
More data, more accurate picture.
Got it.
But I bet there are people out there thinking, well, this is for, the heavy smokers. Not me. I only smoke occasionally.
Yeah.
I'm a social smoker, a light smoker. This doesn't apply to me.
Right. You hear that a lot. Unfortunately, the science is pretty clear. No safe level. Even one cigarette a day, that's still a big risk.
So even those just one cigarette's still taking time away.
That's right. It all kind of adds up, It's what we call cumulative harm. The more you smoke, the more it builds up. But the good news is it works the other way too. Every cigarette you don't smoke, well, that's preventing more damage.
So it's not just adding time, but stopping yourself from losing more.
Exactly. And this UCL research, they put some real numbers to it. It's pretty amazing.
Okay, lay it on me. How much time are we talking?
Well, they say if you quit today, right now, you could gain a whole day back just by next week. And if you can make it to February, smoke-free, boom, a whole week. August, whole month. By the end of the year, you're talking 50 days. You never lost them.
Wow. Okay. Those are some powerful numbers. But, gotta be honest, there's always that little voice in my head saying, what if it's just stealing time from when you're already sick at the end anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth missing out on those 20 minutes now if it just means being sick for a little less time later?
Yeah, I hear you. A lot of people think that way. But this UCL research, it actually says that's not really how it works. They found that smoking, it doesn't just take time off the end. It actually makes you age faster, especially during those good middle years.
So it's not just how long you live, but how well you live.
Right. And they actually have the data to back it up. They say a 60-year-old smoker, they usually have the same health as a 70-year-old non-smoker.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, that's a big difference. So it's not just about some far-off future. It's affecting you right now. It's about feeling younger and healthier for longer.
Absolutely. And the Textology article, they talk about this too, the emotional side of losing time. They frame it as missing time with the people you love. 20 minutes less for a bedtime story with your kid or talking with your partner or laughing with a friend,
Yeah, it's a good point. Time isn't just some concept. It's how we experience life, how we connect with people. Every moment, it really matters.
And smoking, it not only takes away how much time we have, but also, our ability to really enjoy it. It makes you more likely to get sick, to have less energy, less stamina. Like, you're not really living life to the fullest.
It's like a double whammy. Less time, and you can't even enjoy it as much. And it's not just, a personal thing either. One of the articles, Professor Sanjay Agarwal, he talked about how much smoking costs healthcare systems. Like, worldwide, it's a huge problem.
Yeah, it's not just about individual smokers. The cost of treating all those smoking-related diseases, it's a burden on everyone.
It really is. But, thinking about all this, something kind of hit me. Something that I don't think any of the articles really addressed.
Oh, what's that?
Well, we keep saying, every cigarette, it costs you time. But then, what about the time you gain back by quitting? How do we, measure that? Is it just, living longer? Or is it something more?
That's a really good question. It makes you think about what time really means to us.
Exactly. Like, say you quit today, and next week, boom, you've got that extra day, like the research says. What do you do with it? 24 hours, just for you. Spend it with family. Start a new hobby. Or just, enjoy being healthy.
It's not just adding years to your life, but adding life to your years.
I like that. It's not about being scared of what you might lose. It's about all the things you could gain.
It's about taking control, making a choice to live a better life.
And that's what we really want people to take away from this. It's not about lectures or scaring anyone. It's about realizing, hey, your time is precious, and you have the power to decide how you want to spend it. Every cigarette you don't smoke, it's a win for you and for the people you love. So let's not think about it as losing time, but gaining it back. Use it wisely, enjoy it, and create a life you love.
And that's a wrap on today's episode. Sophia, you've definitely given me, and hopefully our listeners, something to think about. Smoking isn't just a habit. It's a choice that comes with real consequences.
Exactly, Ethan. And it's not about judgment. It's about caring enough to want better for ourselves and those we love. If you're a smoker, know that it's never too late to quit. Every cigarette you don't smoke is a win for your health and your future.
Absolutely. And if you're thinking about quitting, take that first step. Talk to someone, explore resources, and don't be afraid to ask for help. You're stronger than you think.
To all our listeners, thank you for joining us today on Deep Dive Podcast. If you found this episode helpful or inspiring, share it with someone who might need it. And remember, quitting smoking is a journey worth taking.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow us for more deep dives into important topics. Until next time, take care of yourselves and your lungs.
See you next time, and stay smoke-free. Bye, everyone.